This ain't a fucking hobby. I don't know who that
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back once again to Vicious Rants. And of course, I'm your host, your YouTube messiah, and often imitated, never duplicated superstar, Tim Vicious Sane. Gonna talk about Raw this week. Was in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Not that far from the Vicious Studios here in Erie, Pennsylvania, but I was offered to attend the show, but the price was a little too much. The old man, he is chomping at the bit to get this show. Will not let him. Sorry, man. We ain't for sale. Now, before we get into that big thing, do want to talk about, it broke a couple days ago, the great legend Harley Race, former 8-time NWA World Champion, passed away. Very sad to hear, because honestly, Harley Race, the man said himself, toughest man on God's green earth. When he had that title, he'd held that. When I hold this title, I am the toughest man on God's green earth. I challenge anyone to stand against me. You know, Harley, he was one of those guys, if you tried to say wrestling was fake, he would frickin' give you a straight right cross and ask you right then and there, was that fake, son? And then just go hit a cigarette. Yeah, I didn't think so. That would be Harley. He is going to be tragically missed. To all of his family, heart does dearly go out to you all. Also, in a lighter note, big news, they announced as of the day of this recording, the cover stars, plural, for the WWE 2K20 game is going to be Becky Lynch and Roman Reigns, which, in all honesty, given on what they both had for this past year to date, you know, it's been nothing. They've fucking earned it. Now, a lot of people were shitting on the idea, saying, oh, well, they're saying that Becky's the first woman to be on the cover, but this girl was, and this girl was. Okay, pause. Let's stop that argument. You want to use that type of context? Yeah, you could say Tori Wilson was on the cover of a SmackDown. Yeah, you could say, or Chyna was on the cover of the SmackDown game. Yeah, Tori Wilson was on the Raw versus SmackDown game. You know, but they were added in. They weren't the main picture on it. You know, you had X wrestler right here, and then it was just like with the superhero, like with a movie poster, you have the main person on the poster, and then you have little add-ons. That's basically what they fucking were. You know, they weren't the actual cover star. You want to get technical, the actual first woman to be on the cover of a WWE wrestling game, pretty sure was Day of Reckoning on Nintendo GameCube. Stacy Keibler was on the cover. Other than that, I don't think anyone else was. But either way, just take away the rhetoric, take away the argument, just appreciate the fact that these two, Becky, literally broke through, fucking made herself, got herself over, with a fucking stone cold attitude, busted ass, worked her ass off to get to where she's at now, and fucking earns it. And then you got Roman, who literally fought for his life, fighting leukemia to get back. And you know what? He's back. God bless him. Fucking hope nothing but the best for the man. Just seriously. Now, that said, let's get into the show. It starts off with a tribute to the 10-bell salute for the tragic shootings that happened over the past weekend. Don't talk about outside events of wrestling, but that was a tragic event that, you know, I will say that much at least. That said, now we move forward. Show starts off, Samoa Joe on top of the commentating desk, ripping into Graves, Cole, and Renee, saying on how, oh, last week Samoa Joe was accused of trying to flatten Roman from having, you know, equipment fall on him, this, that, and the other. You know, they were saying, well, people thought that, given everything that's been going on with you two lately and all. And then Joe said, basically, when Roman gets here, this show's going to be on lockdown because I'm going to get his ass and I'm going to confront him. Now, I'm going to fast forward to the point to where Roman's there. You know, that was about 2 hours into the show. A lot of people were shitting on that idea, but you want to get technical, Roman's a SmackDown guy. So, by all means, you want to go in kayfabe land, yeah, it's perfectly acceptable for him to be 2 hours late. It's a Raw show. The hell? But either way, just as he shows up, Joe gets to the back, goes to confront him, next thing you know, boom! Car sideswipes, T-bones Roman's car, and then drives off. And Joe's like, the hell? Goes, tries to chase it for a minute, and then goes back, gets Roman, calls for a medic. Now, to those who may not understand and question, why would Joe, a man who wants to beat up Roman, go and ask for a medic to help him when he's there? This is where the plot thickens. You know, now if you know fighters like Joe, you would know. They'll take out anyone, but only if they're in their crosshairs. Now, he was going to confront him. But until he confronts him, he wants him at his best physical shape so he can confront him and then put him on the ass end of an ass whooping. That's that kind of a fighting mindset. I grew up around people like that in Philadelphia, where, now, you know what? I ain't gonna mess with him right now because he's hurt. I'm gonna wait until he's better, and then I'm gonna whoop that motherfucker's ass. I grew up around cats like that, so I know exactly that kind of thinking. So, now that we got that part over with, let's get into the show. First match of the night. Becky Lynch and Charlotte going against Natayla and Trish Stratus. Oh, dear Lord in heaven. Oh, man. Needed to get the heart pills early for this one. Needed to get the heart pills early for this. Trish Stratus. Man, truest example that Canada's greatest export outside of maple syrup is drop-dead gorgeous women wrestlers. Don't believe me? Take a look at any women wrestler that has come out of Canada. I have not seen one that just makes you go, oh my sweet Jesus. You know, now, as far as the match started out, it had Becky and Natty in there at first to start out, you know, teasing each other with submissions. You know, Charlotte got in there. When Charlotte got in there, she grounded Natayla. And honestly, I died laughing in the middle of the match because Charlotte literally slapped Natayla so hard that she slapped the extensions out of her hair. You cannot. I wish I could make that up. But that really happened. She slapped her so hard she knocked the extensions out her hair, which is so freaking amazing. I will say this, I was bummed out Trish never got involved in the match at all, but it's obvious she was there just to build up hype, you know, for the fact of, oh, well, the match coming up on Sunday with Trish and Charlotte, which, man, I really hope my homeboy Zeke is ready to help take care of me, because I'm pretty sure after tonight, and then going into Saturday with TakeOver, and then Sunday with SummerSlam, I'm not sure my heart can take it. You know, I've already had to go 3 times the dose for my heart meds on this. Good Lord. This old hound dog can only take so much. Now, match came to an end when Charlotte, she went to go tag herself in, or Becky went to tag herself in. Charlotte beat up Natty and then beat up Charlotte, Charlotte beat up Natty and then beat up Becky, walked off, and then Natty got back up on her feet, put her in the sharpshooter, and that Becky holding on to the ropes, got a 5 count, Natayla refused to let go, so DQ via that. Trish went in to try and step in like, yo, let go. Natayla just pushed her and just like, oh, no you didn't. And then Natayla was just like, alright, I'm gonna back off now. So yeah. Now, one thing that is confusing me, they said on the show, it was announced via the Toronto Sun, that it is going to be a submission match, which is kind of confusing because Natayla said she was challenging her, but wouldn't, so yeah. Pretty sure that falls under the infamous Hart family promo skills. Anyways, next up we got Rey Mysterio going against Andrade, which, oh my god, very nice. Good, fast lucha style pace. Really love this match. These two, I could watch these two go at it all day. Just pure gold. Pure gold. You know, I like Rey, he was leading after the break. Andrade, he picked up the pace a bit. He picked up the pace relatively quick. If I get my damn words right. Talking fast and I'm thinking, damn it! Not even a whole 10 minutes into the show and I fucked up like that. So, yeah. Decent match, really good, really nice, solid. These two, I absolutely love it. They both work together so well in that way. In that lucha style. And that's nice. And that's really great to see. Match came to an end though. Zelina Vega, she wound up running some interference, and Andrade wound up hitting that DDT of his. Bam! Got the 1-2-3 via that. So hopefully at some point we're going to see Andrade chasing after some gold. Wouldn't mind seeing him go after Uncle Allen for the U.S. title. You know, maybe we can get another round of Bullet Club versus LIJ. Now, next up we got a jobber match, or a squash match, Raiders versus some local jobbers. Viking Raiders versus some local jobbers. Biggest takeaway on this was seeing Ivar Hansen go off the top doing a splash. Just seeing a 300+ pound man coming down on you, your first thoughts have got to be, please don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. I know that's what I would be thinking. Yeah. Now, I had an interesting conversation with a good person I like on Twitter about with this. There have been a lot of jobber matches lately, and, you know, I'm not complaining on that. Because when you have squash matches like that, it's obvious that you're building and establishing the talent as powerhouses. You know, somebody you don't want to fuck with. They did that with Nia Jax when they first introduced her. They did it with Braun Strowman. And most infamously, he wound up killing that chinless mutated freak Ellsworth. Try not to think of him. And they just, you know, they did that to establish them. Very much so the same way they're doing with the Raiders. At some point, you know they're going to wind up getting a tag title match. Or getting actual tag opponents. Not saying I want to see them going against the Revival now. Especially, you know, you think about it in the business sense. Tag teams. You know, when you got a X amount of people for talent on your roster. Now, you got 15+ single stars. Now you want to make a tag division. Okay, now you're going to need to make tag teams. So, now you have to add 2 additional people plus 2 more for opponents, and you got to make like X amount of them. So that's additional talent. That's also additional payroll. So yeah, yeah, we're not going to see a whole lot of big tag teams, you know, and yeah, we're going to see some tag team matches recycled over and over. But you know what? It comes with the business, because you say you can't have an entire show based around tag team, and as much as I love tag team, and I'm a tag team guy, I was a tag team wrestler, You know, I did tag team and I love it. But I also know the business end of it on the toll that it takes. You know, you got to have X amount of people to work with. It's not like, you know, why do you think back in from like, Christ, back when it was just the black and the penny looking titles, from like '08 till like frickin' the brand extension, the tag team division was pretty much shit. That was the reason why. You had to, you know. Now that I've done trying to educate as best as I can in a very horrible sense, let's get into the next match now. And of course, it's a tag team match. Go figure. It's a trios match, actually. New Day and Ricochet going against the club themselves, Styles, Gallows, and Anderson. And this came to be, it was originally supposed to be scheduled New Day versus Gallows and Anderson. Big brouhaha right before the match, which Styles, he proceeded to help put an ass whooping on them two boys. And then Ricochet came out for the save, and then that led to a trios match. So, nice action at the start between Styles and Ricochet. Big thing that was interesting to me on this, though, was Big E was the team punching bag on this, which, that was my big takeaway, because Big E, he's the powerhouse in the team. You don't normally ever see him be the team punching bag in a tag match, which was different, and I liked it. You know, I liked it. It showed that, yeah, he's a big guy, he's the big heavy, but he's not invincible. He is not fucking Superman. He is not the Superman of the group. He can get knocked down. You know, you gotta hit him with a freaking Mack truck, but he can get knocked down. But, yeah, Woods wound up getting a hot tag, started cleaning up Pouch. Fuck. It's another botch for the night. Started cleaning up house, then wound up getting Big Schmaz, Mayhem, everyone in there, which then led to eventually Woods getting hit with the Magic Killer and the Big LG Luke Gallows getting the 1, 2, 3. That's what's up, Hoots. So now we come to the final match of the night. Now, before I get into that, yeah, there was a lot of promo segments in the night because, well, it's the go-home show to SummerSlam. I personally would have liked to have seen more action, but I understand when they were going. They were trying to use more of the verbal storytelling sense in wrestling, if you will. Trying to build promos with like that for it. You know, they had Bray Wyatt come out and attack Kurt Angle, who was supposed to ref a match, but that never happened. And you had Brock Lesnar come out and put Seth Rollins on the ass end of an ass whooping. Seth barely able to catch air, looking like he's sucking in wind, struggling to breathe. I know from first-hand experience with broken ribs, it hurts. So the way Seth was working it, that was smart on that part, saying like, yeah, I'm hurt like that. Seth's saying that no matter what, he's going to be at SummerSlam, you know. And yeah, they had build up like that. Now we come to the main event match of the night. Fatal 4-way elimination women's tag action. And this was where you could officially stick a fork in me because I was done. The old dirty dog in me, whew, man, I was done for. I needed, pretty much needed to get a cardiologist to help keep me alive. Had my future third ex-wife, Asuka. The reason why she's going to be my future third ex-wife, Kairi Sane, Mandy, Sonya, Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross, and the IIconics. Yeah. Whew. Good lord. Alright, so Fatal 4-way women's tag action for the women's tag titles. Now I know a lot of people have been shitting saying, oh well, WWE don't know what to do with them. They just buried the titles. You know what? Yeah, they fucking did. And you know why? You go back a few minutes, listen to what the fuck I said about with tag teams. That's fucking why. You all asked for it. You demanded. Put it out there on fucking Twitter, Facebook, gimmick, all that bullshit on YouTube, all that bullshit saying, oh, the women deserve a tag division. The women deserve a tag division. The women deserve the tag division. You know what? They got it. And then you know what happened? They gave it to you, and this is what it was. You know, this is exactly what I was saying. You know, it costs more because you got to pay for twice the talent, and then you got to get opponents for them. It's not like you could just say, okay, we're going to put you and you together. Boom, go. Yeah, you can't really do that. You can't do that if you're looking to make a weekly program. Now that I got done doing that kind of a rant, let's get into the action. IIconics, Peyton and Billy, really loved on how they were starting off good and strong, taking out everyone, and you know, they were cleaning up house, taking out everyone, hitting everything in sight. Unfortunately, the IIconics were the first to get taken out via Mandy Rose and Sonya. So yeah, they were the first out, so we got guaranteed new champions coming up from this. Then we get, now, had a lot of in and out tags from everyone. Really loved on how that went. Mandy and Sonya were actually then taken out by Asuka, doing a chicken wing, the Asuka lock on Mandy, which when you had Mandy and Asuka in the ring, just I'm pretty sure people in New Jersey could hear how fast and how hard my heart was going. And then you had Alexa Bliss and Asuka in the ring, and not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna go so fast I thought my heart was gonna explode. Thank God my buddy Zeke is always nearby with an extra set of heart pills on hand, and he had to douse me with a fire hose to help calm me down. Thank you, Zeke. You're a good friend. I always love and appreciate you, man. Thank you. So anyways, now to the action now there was a lot of action between Asuka and Nikki Cross. Really dug the hell out of that. Really, you know, brought back memories from the Fatal 4-Way that was at NXT some years back, where they had that small little bit of one-on-one time together. You know, really dug the hell out of that. Hopefully we can get some more one-on-one between them two down the road. And that is a perfect line right there to feel free to use a joke on. Feel free to make any and all inappropriate jokes using that sentence right there. Now, Kairi Sane wound up getting a hot tag, cleaned up house. One part, though, I will say I did like was when Kairi was in there with Alexa, she wound up comparing height, which, okay, yeah, that was actually kind of funny. And then Bliss wound up trying to mess with her, and then Kairi just used her arm to sweep her out under her feet. So that, I just thought that was kind of cool. Either way, match wound up coming to an end when, just as it looked like Kairi was going up, Kairi wound up, just after Kairi cleaned up house, she tagged in Asuka. Botched. That's the third one of the night, folks. Kairi cleaned up house, then tagged in Asuka. She wound up working it, wound up softening up Bliss and Nikki. Then tagged in Kairi to go do the finish, went up to go line up for the elbow, which, honest to God, I gotta say, I'm pretty sure the Macho Man Randy Savage would even approve of Kairi Sane's elbow drop, because that is just a thing of beauty. Whew. Now, back to the matter at hand. Kairi's about to go up, Nikki Cross, boom, throws her over, then gets Asuka pulls her out, tucks her in over the ring apron, which makes sense because, hey, don't want to run the risk of having somebody come in and run interference for you to win. Next thing you know, Alexa Bliss, she goes up, hits Twisted Bliss on Kairi, 1, 2, 3. So now that is it. Your winners and new women's tag champions, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. So this is Nikki Cross's first WWE Championship title, as well as now Alexa Bliss is a women's Triple Crown winner, being a Raw, SmackDown, and now women's tag champ. So kudos to her on that. Now we come to the closing segment of the night. Miz TV for the contract signing for Dolph Ziggler, for the match with Dolph Ziggler at SummerSlam. Miz is out here hyping up for it, saying, I asked for this contract signing specifically so that way Dolph has no excuse to back out. But I would like to bring out a special guest to see this and officiate it. Please welcome Shawn Michaels. Shawn comes out, and then out comes Ziggler, and hard to believe Ziggler couldn't look more ridiculous, but wearing skin-tight jeans with a button-down shirt, pencil-thin tie, and a suit jacket. It's like 1980s from the top and 2019 from down below. Just, son, what kind of fashion statement are you looking to go with? Anyways, Ziggler wound up doing that. Ziggler wound up hyping up on how, yeah, he's gonna do this match. He's better than Shawn. He's better than Miz. He's better than everyone in the back. Miz then said, Dolph, I just want you to know, this match isn't with me. And then the camera pans to Shawn. Everyone starts going nuts thinking, oh, we're going to get Shawn Michaels versus Ziggler. Shawn just looks, oh, it ain't me. And then Miz goes over Shawn's arm like, behind you. And then out comes Greenberg. Goldberg comes out, gets a big pop, but, you know, Matt Riddle put out a thing earlier today, and honest to God, I gotta agree with him. You get fans that want to go back and see classic matches, and I mean top quality matches. You're gonna look for matches with Shawn Michaels, you know, frickin' Steve Austin, Triple H, Booker T, Undertaker, shit like that. You're not, you know, even Hulk, you know, we'll even say Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, Jake Roberts, especially Jake Roberts because that man wrote the fucking book on ring psychology. But you're not really going to see much for Goldberg. He was built as a monster. He was, you know, he was built to kill people within 3 minutes of a match. And that's it. I mean, I couldn't even, because I remember specifically when I was a kid, I would flip between Raw and Nitro. Seeing Goldberg just be like, and then when they hype up how he's undefeated, I just looked, I'm like, well, that ain't gonna last long. And then when they put the title on him, well, he's guaranteed to lose it now. Can't be champion for forever. Yeah. So, Goldberg came out, spooked the shit out of Ziggler, signed the contract and said, hey, Dolph, guess what? You're next. Which now I am praying at some point, either TakeOver or SummerSlam, Matt Riddle gets up in Goldberg's shit and gets on him. Dude, that would just be so fucking awesome, man. So yeah, that was it for the show. As far as a go-home show goes, I'd give it a 2.5, a 3 for the most. But if we're just saying it's a regular show, I'd give it a 3 to maybe a 3.5. So, but either way, that's it for this week's show, folks. So, do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, go back, watch some of the other episodes. Make sure y'all look for me on my Twitter at Tim Vicious. I'm also on that Facebook gimmick under Tim Ash. If you're going to look for me on my Facebook gimmick, let me know you found me on there from here on my Twitter at Tim Vicious. So I don't think you got your creep drone going. Huge ups to my executive producer, Ali Rewan Ben, who gave me the music for this week's show. Make sure y'all check him out. His music's on iTunes, Spotify, and such. Details are down below. Also, big thanks to new contributor to the show, LFC Lingerie Fighting Championship. A little bit of wrestling, a little bit of MMA, and a whole lot of hot girls wearing a little bit of nothing. God bless America. Also, folks, do not forget to check out these cool-ass cats right here on the Twitter. X-A-Million. Kenny Killer, DSB_Ivy, Cranky Asshole, Dazzy MWPN, Sergeant Curry Pants, and folks, like I always tell y'all, you love me great, you hate me.
Look, I've been in for a minute.
Fuck
By
yes.
a minute, I really mean a million. We've been rocking Sadie's for years.